What is up, everybody? This is Rob the Vapor here, and today we have an e-liquid review for you guys, and it is by the company known as molinshop.com, and they have a liquid range called Moliq, as in Moliq dog. So the guys at Molin were kind enough to reach out to me and send me some juices for review. They sent me some straight flavours too, like watermelon and cola, but I'm not going to review those because they're just a one flavour liquid. They smell really good, but I wanted to go for the sort of more complex stuff. So, before we get into it, I guess we'll just talk a little bit about Molin and Moliq, as in Moliq. So, all their liquids have no diacetyl. They use a chemnovatic base, which is their particular base. It's made in Europe and it's GMO free, so that's a plus. So here we will talk a little bit about Good Evening, which will be the first liquid we review. And this is a 70-30 PG-VG mix. All of their liquids are 70-30, which is not my usual vaping range. I usually prefer 70 VG, 30 PG. You know, but it's okay every now and then to do the 70 PG. I find as long as I'm above like 0.8 ohms, I don't mind having PG liquids. But all their bottles come with childproof caps. They're all secure, clean, simple packaging. Looks good. It's got all the necessary information and everything you could possibly want on it. So let's take a little vape and talk a little bit about Good Evening. So let us recommend our sweet mixture of sweet, sour, delicious, tasty and rich cherry taste, combined with smoky and rich tobacco flavour. Just perfect for that laid back evening vaping. And it definitely is either a winter vape or definitely an evening vape. Very flavourful. And to me, yeah, you get a little bit of cherry on the exhale. On the inhale, I'm getting like a hazelnut sort of vibe. And I'm at 6 milligrams, by the way, if I'm a little bit scrambled. I'm getting a hazelnut cherry, and there's a little bit of a tobacco bite in there. And it is a very good liquid, very well made and well blended. I'm pretty sure that they use their in-house flavourings, which I also use for DIY, and we will have DIY videos coming up with their flavours pretty soon. But it's a very well blended e-liquid. Is it something that I would vape all day? Good Evening is probably a little bit rich for me to vape all day, but it definitely is something that I would vape for, you know, I fill a tank with it. But I think with the 70 PG liquids, they carry flavour a lot more, so they can be quite strong in flavour. And I would love to try a 70 VG variation of this. Moliq, set up a dripper line. We need dripper lines with high VG, because I would be very curious to try this in high VG and see if that flavour, if it stays there, you know what I mean? Because it's very powerful. But it's good though. It definitely is Moorish. And I enjoy it. So that was Good Evening. A very pleasant vape. So Moliq have a huge range of e-liquids. I think they've got about 20. Let's see. It says that, so the actual e-liquid section is 208 e-liquids. Now I don't know if that means they have 208 flavors. I think that's a bit mental. I think it's actually about 22, 23, something like that. But yeah, so let's look into our next liquid, which is Delight. And this also marks the first time that I've done multiple liquids in one review, I think. Oh no, I did a few before, but yeah, this was the first time that I had to like review a lot in a short amount of time, I guess you could say. So Delight, right? Let's talk about Delight. A mix of our exclusive RY4 tobacco, caramel, banana and hazelnut flavours, with just a pinch of our secret ingredient, and there you have it, a true delight. Great opportunity for customers seeking for new taste inspirations. Out of all of the liquids, I would say I probably like Delight the most. To me, I don't know if the tobacco is very faint. I think in both the in the delight and the good evening. But for me, what I got from the delight liquid was a sort of banoffee pie. So I got banana. I got a sort of nuttiness. I got definitely the caramel. It was definitely a intense banana and intense caramel, which reminded me a lot of banoffee pie, which is awesome. I love banoffee. Banana is one of my favorite flavors. So if it's a banana e-liquid, then chances are I'm gonna like it. But to me, that was probably the strongest. I really liked Delight. I thought it was a very good liquid and definitely one I could vape all day. But I would love to see it in 70 VG. PG for me doesn't really agree with me. It's sort of, I don't know, it gets my tongue really sore and stuff, so I don't like doing it very often. But it was good for what it was. And then, let's talk a little bit about Friday night. I didn't fart there, that was my chair, just so you guys know. I hope you guys didn't think I farted. If I farted, I'd let you know. So Friday night, let's see if we can find Friday night here on the website. And here we go, Friday night. So, honestly, this is a write-up. Honestly, who doesn't like Friday? It's about time to relax after a long week in work. Not for me, because I work Saturdays. And we prepared a juice that will make this perfect Friday night come true. Of course, we don't recommend drinking alcohol, but vaping is different, right? So, don't start with a classic whiskey and cola mix plus one of our best tobacco flavours. Sounds interesting, and it's just the beginning. So this is a whiskey, coke, tobacco, which reminds me of many of a night out, many regrets. But all seriousness, I didn't get tobacco from this really. I got it when I chain vaped it, like constantly on the like say I put my tank down, I had a vape, I didn't get it. But if I kept like sort of chain vaping looking for the flavour, I got it. What I did get was whiskey, a little bit. Again, you can sort of get that alcoholic hit off it. You can sort of taste a little bit of alcohol. They don't use alcohol in their liquids, but you can sort of get that like alcoholic type of buzz, which is kind of impressive really when you think that they don't use any alcohols at all. And the cola is there. It's not a Coca-Cola, it's a cola flavour, so more like the cola jellies or gummy feckin' things, candies, I don't know, whatever you call them. It's more like that type of cola. But I was getting a strong lemon off it, definitely a strong lemon flavour, which was nice. It was actually quite pleasant and I did enjoy it a lot. So in short, I really dig their liquids. Again, I just wish it was 70 PG, or VG, sorry. And these liquids retail for $5.89 for 10 mils, I believe. Yeah, $5.89 for 10 mils. So it's not too bad, it's okay. And they have really good service. I've used them personally, I've bought some flavours myself. And it's really quick shipping, really quick delivery. And they also stock all the DIY stuff as well, which is what we will be doing in future videos. But they're great guys at Moliq, very impressed with their service, their customer care, all that stuff was great. And yeah, I mean, I enjoyed the liquids, I thought they were all good. Particularly out of the three, I definitely would say Delight was a particular favourite, so I would recommend Delight. If you like the sound of Friday night, if it intrigues you, go for it. And Good Evening was good, but probably my least favourite of the three. And then, of course, they sent me some straight flavours as well, which were just the watermelon, and the cola. So let me sniff these, because I've already had a little snifter. The cola is definitely the same cola that's used in the Friday night, so it's a sort of cola. Gummy bear cola, if you want to call it that. So it's quite pleasant actually. So I actually like that cola, and you get a little bit of hint of tiny bit of lemon in there as well, which is nice. Very summery vape. And then we've got watermelon, which again would be a summery vape. And the watermelon's good too. I have the watermelon flavouring from those guys, and it's a pretty good watermelon. I actually prefer honeydew, but watermelon is all good for me too. So yeah, that was it. Moliq is what I guess it stands for. That only dawned upon me today after thinking, that's a strange name, Moliq. What the hell is Moliq? And then it dawned on me, Moliq. Then it makes sense. So yeah, I enjoyed the liquids. I thought they were good. I would definitely recommend them, especially if you use, say, a Nautilus or you use any tank that has capabilities to go above sub-ohm capability. And what I would like to say to Molten is the very same thing I said to Halo. With the market now becoming more orientated towards sub-tanks and all those things, at least a 60-40 VG mix would be beneficial, because if you are sub-ohming with these liquids with a lot of PG, it can be quite unpleasant. So, I mean, I have a 1.2 ohm coil in this sub-tank, very vapeable, very tasty, flavours very good, but 70-30 VG, and then you have a fan for life. That is the only knock that I can say, is that there's just too much PG in there. If that was a VG liquid, you would have me hook, line and sinker. Molten Shop, let's do a dripper line. Because, you know, I can't use my drippers on with this liquid, so that sort of cuts out an element for me. But that's it, guys. Thanks to Lucas and Marcelina, I do believe, for sending me this stuff and giving me this opportunity. It means a lot. I've been Rob the Vapor, guys. Check out Molten Shop. They have good DIY stuff, which we will be covering in further videos, in later videos. And yeah, that's about it. Haters catch the vapors. Peace out, bitches.